Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, pretty people outside. Hi, today I'm with my friend. Hi, Miss Mila.
Hi, finally.
Finally, nice to meet you here.
Oh, well,
I'm shaking.
you're shaking, I'm shocked.
You're
Okay.
shocked, so we are both in the same position.
Yes, we do.
So how are you?
I'm great, thank you. And first of all, I would like to say thank you very much for having me here. So I think it's gonna be awesome, the discussion or the conversation that we are going to have today. So
Yeah.
thank you.
And I hope that this podcast, English Corner, will be quite useful for our officer civil servant.
Hopefully.
Yeah. So, and also for Taruna, maybe your student.
Hi.
Hi.
Okay. So every time I hear students or Taruna, so it will make me feel the atmosphere in the class. So,
So we're gonna talk about how people kind of stuck when they want to learn English with so many reasons.
Okay.
With their language ability. So, what do you think about every human being ability to speak any language when they were born until they get big, grown up?
Yeah. Well, because I'm a teacher, okay, I'm a lecturer, so I'm very truly sorry for being a little bit theoretical in our discussion, okay. But hopefully the theories that I'm about to share in the next few minutes, they are applicable. Okay, so let's start from Nom Chomsky. Okay, these theories believe that every single person, every human has particular device. Okay, and the device is named LAD, Language Acquisition Device. So you do not need to turn on the device, like switch the button or press the button. No, because the device is working automatically. Okay. So we see baby. You have babies.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. Because my kid, he is like 5 years old now.
Okay.
He used to watch YouTube, ABCD, but then when I teach him ABCD, he will say E as E. But in the other side, I want to teach him like A.
Okay.
It's A, but that's fine.
Yeah. So, and incredibly, okay, we don't know what kind of process that a baby gets through. Okay, what we know when we say, is it okay to mix with Bahasa Indonesia?
Yeah, it's fine.
Because it is the application. So, mamam, okay, and suddenly they can imitate us with mamam.
So they will remember that.
Yeah, so that is the automatic device. Okay, that the Nom Chomsky say. Okay, and the second one we have Daniel Everett. Okay, and so this is actually this is the reason why I say that this theory is very applicable, because before we discuss the theory, we already discussed the application, right? About the support, about the force, about the environment, okay? And Daniel Everett say that language is a social tool, okay? And humans develop to communicate and share knowledge. Communicate, share knowledge, okay? So it means when you would like to improve your English, you need to communicate.
Yeah.
You need to share your knowledge, okay? Oh, I think it's really interesting idea, share knowledge. At the beginning, we say that sometimes we feel intimidated by someone whose English is better than ours.
Like you.
Okay?
Like now, I feel intimidated. Perhaps body learner notice something that I'm kind of quiet than usual.
Don't be. Okay, so put yourself as someone who wants to share your knowledge. So hopefully by having such position, you boost your confidence. Okay, so here I'm not learning English, but here I'm gonna tell you about what I know. Okay, so share knowledge. Okay, so that's what Daniel Everett say. Okay, so you need to use English to share knowledge. Okay, so by doing so, you put yourself on little bit higher position, and hopefully it can boost yourself to speak in English. And the next one, we have someone's named Lev Figotsky.
Sorry for cutting you. Daniel Everett said that to develop to communicate, but how if we communicate it by internet? We don't really meet them. So when we meet the real person, it's like, oh, it's just real life. Because by internet you can meet people abroad, like from another country. So it's like, and they don't know me also. And then you type anything, so you learn without facing them face to face. But then when you talk in person with Indonesian, or perhaps maybe with native speaker, it feels different, I think, in my opinion. So I think it's important to really have a real situation when you meet a person by face to face, right?
Yeah, indeed. Okay. When you do not have face to face interaction, I understand that you feel more comfortable, and you can, as you said just now, you can type anything because she doesn't know me, okay? But when you meet someone in person, and suddenly the situation is extremely different. Okay, there are so many butterflies suddenly in your stomach. Okay, so again, learning is a process. Okay, so when you already feel really comfortable with the earlier situation, okay, or a virtual meeting, we can say so. Virtual meeting, and you already feel comfortable. Okay, so you do not want to stay in your comfort zone, no? Okay.
Even some people want to stop in their comfort zone. I'm talking about you also.
So you need to elevate the situation. You need to elevate the challenge. Okay. So when you think that, okay, I'm too comfortable with this situation, I think I need to move. Okay, I think I need to elevate the situation or the challenge. So try to find someone that can support you, that can force you. Okay, so it depends on what type of person you are. Do you like English or you do not like English, as we discussed earlier? All right. So do you need to be forced, or do you need to be supported? Okay, so please don't stay on comfort zone.
Get out. So next we have
the next one we have I'm very truly sorry if the pronunciation is not
Russia?
Perfect. Yes, Lev Figotsky, maybe you can help me.
No, I don't know. Figotsky.
Okay, so he I believe he is a male. So he said that the child from birth is continually engaging in social interactions. Again, interaction is the key. Communication is the key. So I do not really support anyone.
Self-learner.
For communication,
and for religion also.
It's dangerous.
Yes.
Okay. So that is why the key is, again, communication, interaction. You need to meet real people who speak English. Okay. And he also said that the environment you grow up in will heavily affect how well and how quickly you learn to talk. Okay. That's so again,
society.
Environment is determining. Okay, environment really matters. Your friends, your colleagues really matters, and you need to be selective. Okay,
and you have a right to do that.
Yes, indeed. Okay, and the next one we have B.F. Skinner. Okay?
Boyfriend Skinner.
Boyfriend Skinner. Okay, and I love his theory actually. Okay, because at the end of our discussion later on, I'm gonna give 4 keys, I guess, 4 keys for the audience or for any learners out there. Okay, because it is similar to my principle: observation, imitation, repetition, errors. Okay, but I'm not really sure with the rewards and punishment, because I do not want to punish anyone here. Okay.
So it's 4, in your opinion, observation.
I do want to force, but I do not want to give any punishment to anyone. So
So you never give any punishment in your class? Have you ever?
Have I, students?
Please write on the comment below.
Okay. Well, actually, maybe few times, just few times.
It's to force them.
To force them again. Okay. But most of the time, I think encouragement.
Yeah.
Okay.
We find a good word to that.
Yeah. Please don't give any bad comments. Okay. Don't tell the truth. All right. So yeah, observation, imitation, repetition. Okay. So you need to imitate, but please, not the accent. Yeah.
Okay.
This is what people usually think that British accent, you know,
Yeah.
I can't.
I can't speak like it's stupid thing to say. Like my brother, my sister.
This is what we feel sorry when their teacher said you need to imitate, and what they imitate is the accent. Please, John.
So what? That we
The
have
vocabulary.
the vocab.
The vocabs, okay, the pronunciation, because I believe you understand very well that few words sometimes they have really similar spellings but different pronunciation. So you need to be very careful with the pronunciation, okay? But please, not the accent, okay? So what you need to imitate here is the vocab, the pronunciation, okay? And you need to repeat again and again.
How do we differentiate between the pronouns and the accent?
It's really easy actually. Just bring few people, I think 3 people, okay? And
or maybe observe 3 people.
Yeah.
Because you cannot bring 3 people to it. What are you doing?
No, I mean, this is the illustration.
Yes,
Just the
okay.
illustration, okay? There are 3 people. 3 of them speak Indonesian, of course, very well, okay? And person A, he's Japanese with a really thick accent. And person B, he's from someone from East.
With a high note in the end of the words.
Okay. And the person C is from, let's say,
North Sumatra.
North Sumatra. And what can you see from these 3 people?
The accent? No.
The accent.
Yeah.
Okay. But do they speak the same language? The same vocab? I mean, Bahasa Indonesia?
Yeah.
Yes, they do. Okay. So this is what I mean. Okay. So, well, hopefully you can take this analogy very well.
Yeah.
Okay. So we do not talk about Scottish. We do not talk about British. We do not talk about Australian with their accent.
It is more more like
Okay, but what we talk about here is the pronunciation.
Okay.
I believe they have a pretty much similar pronunciation, even though they have a difference in the pronunciation. It is really slight, okay, but the difference, the biggest difference is the accent. So John imitate the accent, but imitate the pronunciation.
hey mate.
Okay.
Hey mate.
Hi mate.
Hey mate. When you back with that mate?
You studied in Australia?
No, I studied in Rome.
Oh, in Rome. Okay.
So yeah.
Okay then. So there's no espresso here. No,
No.
there's Italy. So yeah, and Stephen Crescent. Okay. I think this is the last theories that I would like to share today. Okay. Well, the first theories, the first 4 theories, they involved in language acquisition. Stephen Crescent is a little bit different because Stephen Crescent is talking more about development, second language.
Second language.
Second language, okay, as we are learning right now, okay. For your information, I'm still a learner, by the way. So Stephen Crescent say that there's a really shocking but interesting, but I think it is the meaning is so deep. He says that learning is less important than acquisition.
Okay, that's interesting.
But it doesn't mean that learning is not important. Don't get it wrong, okay? Don't get him wrong, okay? He still admits that learning is important. But when we compare with acquisition, learning is less important. So it means, again, as my suggestions at the beginning or at the earlier or before we go to this conversation, start with your love, okay? Start with what you love, okay? So by doing so, you don't feel like you are learning. Okay. So what he means here, learning is less important, because he would like to emphasize the acquisition. So when you meet your favorite teacher and you admire him,
whatever your reputation is.
when you admire him a lot, okay, and
you need to make attention, so you try to speak a little bit English to make them notice you. I said it about my experience, no.
So don't carried away with your feeling, okay, when you admire someone. But when you try to pay attention to this person, what you actually need to do is to observe what vocab he uses.
To be a stalker. What does he like? No, I was kidding.
Okay. Observe. Okay. And then you try to imitate.
Yeah.
Because this is the person that you admire, right?
Yeah.
So you want to do the same thing as he
like
does.
Suddenly, when I like a girl who like to like classic music, then I start to learn like orchestra or Beethoven or something like that. Ooh. And I will pretend that, hey, I like your classic music too.
You have a so high class. I'm nothing here. So yeah, imitate, okay? Then after you observe, you imitate, okay? And you try to repeat, okay? With few sentences, with short sentences, you try to repeat what you observe at the first stage, okay? And so for the learning, why he said that learning is less important, because if you would like to let's say to be on advanced level, so learning comes, okay? But when you if you just would like to improve for the communication, for interaction with your friends or with your colleague, I think the first stages are enough, okay? Yeah. Observe, imitate, and interact, okay?
Interact, so it's kind of a bit different.
And the last one is learn.
So it's kind of different with the B.F. Skinner said that it's observe, imitate, repeat, and then error, then rewards and punishment. You're gonna learn the punishment there. So it's quite interesting that learning is less important than the question, but it doesn't mean that it's not important. So we come to another term of session about this conversation. Yeah. We talk about how to apply English.
How to apply English.